Part 2 of how I went from not graduating high school, not going to college, and then starting a national commercial interior design firm. Previous video, I talked about the different career paths that I had and how I had discovered that I am addicted to problem solving. I'm working for this healthcare company. I'm sat in a conference room meeting that I didn't belong in because it had nothing to do with my role. Again, reference last video for the rest of the story. I begin to explain the light bulb moment that happened for me when I realized what was missing between the communication from the owners of the company and the designs that the designers were putting out. This company did what they did best. They have tremendous marketing campaign, message, end user experience is super clear of what they do, who they are, why they're better. They've got a great reputation, and they spend millions of dollars on this marketing and branding and partnerships, etc. Know anything about marketing and branding, it's not just about colors that go nicely together. There is psychology, undercurrent, in between the lines messaging you want to have. You want to evoke some sort of emotion from your listeners, readers, or experiencers. From their clinical perspective, they also had a really clear message of who they were, what they stood for, and what kind of care and service your loved ones would be experiencing in this space. None of that was part of the discussion for interior design. Mind you, before this, I didn't know interior design existed as a career. I just thought people were good at it. Like people who own businesses or homes were good at designing them. As I sat there and listened, I realized that when the owners would come back from vacation or a conference and show that picture on their phone and say, I want this in my next nursing home, they were not wanting that carpet. But even they didn't know that. What did they want? They wanted their patients and their families to feel how they felt in that hotel. They wanted the level of care to be felt in the environment. Stop and think for a second about the different kinds of hotels and the way they're designed. Some of them, sure, they can be artsy, but they evoke an emotion, an experience as you walk through the space. Who you are when you stay there says something. Why? Not necessarily because of the dollar amount, because there are many hotels that have the same price tag, but each one holds a unique identity for who you are and how you will be cared for on your trip. And that is what they wanted in their nursing homes. Once I explained that, and the fact that in general their marketing and branding was not being integrated cohesively throughout the different buildings and nursing homes they had, each one was being designed totally differently, aside from the fact that they have signage that matches. I guess the owners felt heard, seen. They put me in charge of running construction and renovations and working with the design teams. I ended up micromanaging so damn bad because I just knew how everything should be done. Zero experience. And after 6 months of doing that and the rest of the jobs I had for that company, I decided to go off on my own and start my own firm. Just like that. No experience, in debt, no portfolio. Want part 3? Let me know.